Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your Dungeon Master Darius. Last we left off, we have been exploring these wonderful ruins of the village that we had previously been through. The main square, not the village. Pretty gnarly place, but still. And we've been slaying undead demon cultists, necromancers that had summoned the undead, and other various ne'er-do-wells. So eventually we hope to find some sort of sign of Tarindalev, I think. The Durgan that was slain by Discari. Hopefully that's the idea.
Have I pleased you?
Now you have. So I am trying to head towards here, where hopefully I shall find upon more help, more people to help. That's the exit. How the hell am I supposed to get over there? Because all I see is this path here, which leads back to the way I came from. Get across the rubble.
Stupid thing.
3 hours, really.
Fatigue befalls even the best.
Damn it. Well, looks like we're taking a rest because I'd rather not fight whatever the hell is ahead of us with a party full of fatigue. Yeah, prep that other fireball scroll.
Why are you trying to calculate the speed of a crowd of peasants chasing after a thief who stole a goose and 2 apples? Who needs to know that?
Oh, it is very important information. If I had known it at the beginning of the experiment, I would have abandoned the heavy goose right away.
I see where she's going with that, but at the same time, I still want to slap Ninya. Cool. Alright. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get back over here. Because I thought that I was also here to see about the remains of Tarindalev. Right? That was another goal? Not just hallucinating that I heard that? Could have sworn that's what I had to do while I was here.
I know the way.
Do we though? Do we? The place is kind of cleaved in twain. Not sure anyone knows the way around this place anymore. Alright, because I went into the house that was up here. And I can use this trunk to cross the gap back over here. Nope, everyone.
Follow my lead.
Unless there's someone over here. Okay. Hear me, take heed, the hordes of the abyss march on Tarindalev. The wardstone is their target. Must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous. Yeah, we kind of knew that part. Hey, loot. All right, the Temple of Desna. First off, is there anything around here? Some random
might be trap, might be treasure.
Loot. A big old cask of booze. I approves. Bourbon, stout, mead. Canarinde's servant. Thank the gods I found someone who isn't fleeing in a panic. Are you crusaders? Mercenaries? The comely half-elf is so frightened he can barely get the words out. I'm a servant of Count Darren Cale Nevis Arinde. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through the servants' passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only a stone's throw away on the next street over. Meets your gaze with pleading eyes. You've heard about the Arinde family before. This wealthy and noble Mendavian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of their family, the young Count Darren, was an infamous reputation. He is well known for being a rake and a rogue. Tell me more about what happened. I'll tell you what I can. I was working from dusk to dawn and back to dusk again, serving guests at the Count's banquet. When the other servants came to relieve me at my post, I went to sleep. Next thing I know, I wake up and there are demons inside the mansion. I couldn't even reach the Count. The monsters had blocked the way. The Count's banquet was still going on. He and his guests were in the great hall. As far as I could tell, the door to the room was sealed and the demons couldn't get in. I'm begging you, hurry. The mansion's doors are sturdily built, but the demons will have to work hard to get past them, so you still have time to rescue the people inside. What will I get if I help this court of yours? Demanding a reward for fighting demons? That is dishonorable and foolish too, since demons are the enemy of each and every one of us. Today we selfishly help someone to thrash the demons, tomorrow someone else will help us. I'm sure the Count will reward you handsomely for any rescue. Alright, I'll help. Where's your master's house? It's not far at all. You're better off entering from the next street over, through the passage I used to get out. Help, I'm begging you. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help. Sir, if you don't bring back help, he's more than likely already dead. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Judging by the size of the bloodstain, dragged, Tarindalov most likely. Yup. This is where we had Scari's Mass Society as their companions fell through here during the rescue. Well. Hard to believe that this place recently held a bustling and festive market. Alright, so yeah, Tarindalev's remains were definitely pulled in a different direction. Oh, you. Prelat's Hulrun presses the sword blade against the throat of a dismayed Ramian. I've got you now, traitor. I've tolerated your heresy for too long. I should have been more careful before about who I let into the city. If you had listened to our warnings and not looked for traitors in every shadow, then perhaps this tragedy would have been avoided. Enough. He seems to be a split second away from slicing the Asimur's throat. Yeah, Aaron can't stand witch hunters. Get your hands off of him. The old man turns towards the voice, drawing his sword away from the Asimur's throat to level at you. What is this? More traitors? Cultists? Spies? Kill them. Kill them all. Why do I almost feel like I'm going to end up not being able to save him? Well, your will save is fantastic, sir. We'll try. With a shot. Let's see. Murder. You missed. What? How is he blocked? What blocks you? It is literally a straight line. Whatever. Lawful neutral. A level 13 Inquisitor, you say? Oh boy. I seem to have made myself a terrible decision. If I try to sleep him... It's only 4 hit die worth of creatures. This has a good chance to hit, though. Excellent. So he's gonna bleed. He's gonna essentially bleed for another 2 levels.
Time to share your treasures.
2 levels, 2 rounds of combat. I got bless, don't I? If I move right about here, I can get everyone within it. Most everyone. Ow. Kindly stop that. Oh yeah, Scorching Ray. Yes. Touch spells. Got yourself all the touch spells.
Seems I took a cave slug for a foe.
Windowhag is scary. Wait a second, I thought Hold the phone. Base damage. Vital strike 2 die 8. Critical hit 6 die 8. And then 6 times 9. How? I thought that Vital Strike was not duplicated in... Was I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm probably wrong. Good miss. The ultimate disrespect in finishing a bad guy. Magic missile. So, you want to continue this, Mr. Inquisitor? Yeah, I thought not. Loot the corpses. The Asmir brushes himself off and fixes his once fine robes, which are now ripped and bloodstained. I thank you for your help. I am Ramian, prior of the Temple of Desna. Former prior, I should say. Our temple lies in ruins now, but I'm alive and Hope is alive too. Turning to Hulrun's body, the Asmir brings his hands together in a brief prayer. I'm sorry for this. Really, I truly am, Hulrun. Hulrun did not understand what he was doing. He did so much harm. But he sincerely believed that he was fighting for the good of the city and the entire crusade movement. In another position, he could have done so much good. What other tidings do you bring? I don't want to believe that Kenabres has fallen, that everyone is dead and there is no one left to fight. Please tell me, are there pockets of resistance still left in the city where I can be of some use? Irabath Tirabade of the Eagle Watch is gathering survivors in the Defender's Heart Tavern. He would be very useful there. Commander Tirabade. I do not know her personally, but her wife, Anivia, is a regular at worship at our temple. I would be glad to aid them in this fight. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. Excuse me. We have a great ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches, why was that so hard to say, have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself, and they come to us in dreams. Prelate Hulrun brushed them off as meaningless reveries, and while I admit that it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams, but even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna, and are always worthy of attention. The prelate, and all the crusade leaders for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. The longer this coward blathers on, the more I want to give in to inspiration and spontaneously knock his teeth out. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller arrived in Kenabres. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the wardstone in our city, the first and most important in the chain of the wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems that the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the Storyteller either. We're lucky he wasn't burned at the stake as a heretic. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen all the way to the catastrophic end. And it does have a point. Not all dreams have benign origins. What if those dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters. But here in the war with the Abyss, the goddess is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if the demon tried to intrude upon the dreams of any one of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. Believing in divine providence is very unscientific. You should follow my example. I prefer a scientific experiment over blind faith in benevolent destiny, or better yet, several experiments. So here's where I kind of touch upon atheism in the world of Golarion. There are many gods, many deities in Golarion, and they have a pretty damn active role. Hell, some of them were mortal at one point or another. And why I like the atheism in Golarion isn't so much as, oh, I don't believe in a deity. It's so much as, I don't believe in a deity's use or their power or their whatnot. And you know what? In a lot of situations, I think to myself, you know what? This kind of a response would be a great thing to rely upon. You know, just scientific experimentation, except we don't exactly have the time, and there's literal demons out for our heads, Ninio. Friend, your experiments, how to put this, they don't look very scientific. Thank you. How do you find out if fire is hot? Sit down in it, buck naked? That's your idea of science. Next time you're getting ready to do one of those experiments, let me know. I'll round up some punters. We'll make a killing. I'll split the proceeds with you fair and square. Or I'll use your cut to pay for your healer, whatever you need. Ninio's eyes narrow, while her nostrils flare. Skeletons! She turns away. Tell me about the strange rituals that were going to be performed on the wardstone. Ramian looked slightly abashed. When my attempts to open Hulrun's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I have never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them. I cannot command them. And it seems they were inspired all on their own. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Hulrun, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitors detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't gotten away, they were destined to a cell in the prelate's dungeons and quite likely death. I have to go. Thank you for listening to me and defending me. I will now go to the Defender's Heart. I hope to see you there. May Desna keep you. Stranger, wait. You saved Ramian. I saw you. The young voice comes out of nowhere. Oh, hang on. I forgot to remove the spell. Hulrun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. A pale youth materializes before you. His face looks haggard from lack of sleep, but he is clearly pleased to be speaking to someone. So you're one of the Desna adepts that tried to break the wardstone? Yes, I am Ilks, cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answer the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demon's plans. We learned that the demons were planning to attack Kennebrest and do something terrible to our wardstone, which always carries the taint of corruption. Prelate Hulrun refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back or take action, even though it could cost us our lives. But what heartless person could stand in the face of such a deadly threat? What were you planning to do with the wardstone? The young man hesitates. Our plan was to get to it and then follow our instincts. There were 3 of us, a cleric, a mage, and a bard. Between us, we know a lot. We're capable of a great deal. If we'd had enough time, I'm sure we could have figured out what's wrong with the wardstone and how to heal it. But they didn't give us time. I know how you feel, boy. Devising an experiment and then being unable to conduct it is the greatest of tragedies. I can also tell you that writing daily petitions to the Inquisitor of Iomade requesting even a small piece of the Wardstone for study has no chance of success. Yes, our local commanders got roped into dealing with this. Some idiot kids trying to break into the Wardstone, apparently some of ours. But who even knows these days? I know there's no evil in you, I can sense things like that. But what you did was so stupid and impulsive. Someone could have got hurt. I know from experience. How'd you even come up with such a plan? How could we not come up with that plan? You sense the young man's temper rising. Listen, Desna is the goddess of luck, but luck has many lay people would understand it, and luck as we, the followers of the music of the spheres, see it are far from the same thing. Some people believe that luck is something good that falls into your lap just because, like a generous but unearned reward. We see luck as a fundamental law of creation, according to which, even in the darkest hour of our most hopeless situation, a chance of rescue and change for the better can arise. Well, you've got to seize this chance when it presents itself, or better yet, create your own. Followers of Desna are not people who like idleness and inaction. That's why when Kennebrest was in trouble, we did as our goddess had taught us. We took the matter into our own hands and tried to, in a moment of desperation, to pluck our chance from the hands of fate itself. You were trying to help. Can they punish you if you were trying to help? Is that allowed? Yeah, no, that's a good question. How could a zealot like Hulrun become a respected defender of Kennebrest? His faith is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting on the front lines time after time. I myself remember feeling dumbstruck for the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of furious righteous fury. The people living on the edge of the abyss need protection more than anything else. That's why they are prepared to forgive their protector almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of innocents. Also, Hulrun hasn't been as brutal as he used to be for a long time. He has his loyal right-hand man, Leotor, known as Hawkblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Hulrun trusts him completely, and Leotor always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging a victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Leotor left Kennebrest in pursuit of some particularly vicious hags 2 weeks before the attack. If he were here, he wouldn't have let Hulrun attack Ramian. On the other hand, if he were here, he wouldn't have escaped after trying to get to the Wardstone. We'd all be in a cell right now. Whose voice have you been hearing in your dreams? Nobody knows what it is, but everyone who has heard her, I should say, is convinced that she is a good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We had a choice. We could trust her, accept that we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the Abyss, or we could drown in suspicions and get one step closer to becoming just like Hulrun. We decided to trust the voice, and seeing Kennebrest devastated, which is what our unknown ally tried to prevent until the very end, I can see now who had the truth on their side. Where are your fellow worshippers, and how many of them are there? Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up to confuse the Inquisitors who were chasing us. Do you need any help? That'd be great. I have no hope of finding my friends in this chaos, and I am scared to think of what will happen if the Inquisitors or the demons get to them first. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thal the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer, and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She probably blended into the crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It'll only bring the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You better find Aranka first. She might know where Wallflower is. Please, find them and protect them against the demons and Inquisitors. I will await news in the goddess's temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us a new message that will reveal what is to come from the demons. I have to go. Go. It does not be with you, stranger. Wee boy. So Hulrun's dead. Mongrel's body is sliced down from shoulder to groin. Mongrel's face screwed up tightly. Dirt Tree, yep, killed a lot of mongrels for probably no reason. Not surprised about that, Hulrun. I got a feeling that I'm gonna have the altar guy on my ass in the future. Oh! I went right around this way and completely avoided talking to Hulrun in them. Whoopsie. Alright, so now we're looking for Aranka and Wallflower. That's probably bad. And more. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of loot off of these numbskulls. What do we get? Longsword of the Right. +1 cold iron longsword deals an additional 1 die 3 damage to chaotic enemies. Yep. Let's see. That was the wicked longbow. You know? Yeah, that suits you better. Adamantine. I saw this in his entry. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to drop. Adamantine is amazing. Armor made from adamantine grants its wearer damage reduction of 1 if it's light, 2 if it's medium, 3 if it's heavy. It is so costly that weapons and armor made from it are always of masterwork quality. The masterwork cost is included in the prices given. 3,000 gold. Ugh. Thus, adamantine weapons and ammunition have a +1 to attacks, and the armor check penalty of adamantine armor is lessened by 1. Compared to ordinary armors of a type, items without metal parts cannot be made from adamantine. An arrow could be made of adamantine, but a quarterstaff could not. Despite the fact that you could totally just make a metal shaft. Oh yeah. It does, I'm pretty sure, nothing for her armor class. Yeah, but it's adamantine. So it's going to provide damage reductions against basically any attack. So we're pretty set. Silly enough, I could theoretically replace the half plate that I have, but actually, is that lighter? Nope. 50 pounds. And that half plate is just magic. It's only +1. So it's got the same armor value as the full plate. Okay, but which looks cooler? It does look pretty good in a nice brass. Same weight. The only difference being that this one's magical and the other one's not. Yeah, I'll wear the full plate. To hell with it. I'll wear the full plate. I don't think I got anything else. The other dudes just had cold iron masterwork longswords. God damn, though. It's goddamn. Do I regret killing Hulrun? No. Do I regret killing Camellia? No.
As it should be.
Exactly. I can't enter there. Shit. Okay, so our beautiful bars somewhere in the city among friends or devotees. Give herself away, but she can be found by looking out for signs of highly talented singers and music. Is she? Was? Am I dumb? Was she one of the performers I had saved from the basement? I think it's almost time for me to go back. Oh, yep. I knew I was missing someplace. Plague horse, beware, it's plagued. Now, I don't quote me on this, but I'm almost certain too that the downside now, well, no, they'd have the same armor, or reduction of speed rather. I don't know. I was just thinking to myself, if there would have been a bad side to using the full plate over the half plate. But the only thing I can think of is that the full plate would have caused me to have worse speed reduction. But they're both heavy, so no, it doesn't. I should have killed that one instead. Ah, well. We still got Scorching Rays, right? You resist fire 4, though. Alright, alternative idea. Excellent. This means I could throw down some acid arrows. Cool. I'm putting a lot of effort into killing this guy, but I'm realizing he's likely going to be dead within the next round. Actually, no. That guy in the back there can be a problem. Miss. Miss. Oh, wrong character. Wrong character. I thought we had already selected over to Windowag. Yes. I bring fire. I'm sorry, what just happened there? He cast a skill called Abandoned Flesh and then everything pain. Abandoned Flesh. Abandoned Flesh. Here we are. Now there's a humanoid body. Treats the dead flesh and the muscle as armor. Granting +3 armor as a swift action. Can absorb much of the heal's flesh to heal itself. So he's -3 armor right now, but he healed himself for 2 die 3 + 3. Got it. Let's kill the other one before it gets smart.
Did I mess up again?
Good hit. And Kuslish. Ooh, more loot. God damn, though. Is that it? Is that all that was here? Oh, there's the house. Save before going in case we get jumped by another succubi. I mean, something's in here. Dretches. Dretches is... What was that? Brimarack. I vaguely remember using these guys in my own adventures. They are a pain.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Small resistances, typical of a demon. Abrupt force. They have a breath weapon. Yep, 40-foot line. Doesn't say the damage for some reason. Boiling blood. Any creature that damages a Brimarack with a non-reach weapon is sprayed with its blood, taking 1 die 4 fire damage. Smoky breath. DC 17 fortitude save or becomes sickened. Vulnerable to cold. how useless that information is. And King cast Fireball. I don't know how often the King casts Fireball, but I don't want it to. Why do you have to roll the nat ones? Why must you roll the nat ones?
Should do it.
Ooh, good crit. Haha. Gotta love it when freaking damage reduction actually works. I'd love it even better if we actually hit with some of these spells. Not saying, just saying. There a reason you didn't cast that? Okay. Ah, alright. Big worry alleviated right there. Massive worry alleviated. Okay. Errant?
This spell doesn't work like that.
What do you mean it doesn't work like that? Sir, you need to take a 5-foot step over to it. Right there. Ooh. Nowhere near as bad as the, who's the Medusa it was. Okay, I see the trap. Cool, Jiff. Cool. More stuff. And yes, I saw the scimitar that I picked up. Piece of a holy symbol. This item bears a trace of lost power. Seems you found a shard of a destroyed artifact. If you find all the fragments, an artisan with enough skill could restore it for you. Color me intrigued. Ooh, dead people. Signet of House Vespertilio. Once per day, the owner of this token can choose any skill and rub this token to get a +5 circumstance bonus to the chosen skill checks for 1 hour. The owner must have this token equipped for the duration of the effect or it will be dispelled. That's freaking pretty good. Well, yep, personal letter. It's not that I'm not interested in what's in these personal letters. It's that I currently have a whole ass demon invasion to deal with. Inspires no accident. Looks like the work of a Brimarak, a pyromantic I love how I read that after the fact. Love how I find that after. Can I go around this, or is this just Dead Endsville? That's just Dead Endsville. Okay. There's a Vermlac that I missed over there. Oh, I didn't go into the Temple of Desna. How do I get back over there? Oh, already on the way, evidently. Or not. See, what throws me off is that usually in games like Baldur's Gate and the like, you would have the opportunity to see your cursor as you move or click someplace and be like, oh yay, we can go there and do that thing. Okay, not Desna. Temple of Desna is up here. Or down here. Oh. Hello, stranger. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Just gonna walk away on me like this? That's some cryptic bullshit you're throwing around, sir. And then he disappears. Okay. Well, alright, so based on these bloodstains, Tarindalev was dragged off in this direction. But the Church of Desna is up here. So let's poke at the Church of Desna for a second, shall we? Freaking Brimarax. Temple of Desna. Just gonna do some looting. Don't mind me, sir. Gotta select patron deity of travelers and dreamers. Anything more you can share with me, sir? Another vision of our mysterious helper, but she said the same thing as before about the attack on Canabras. I mean, all said, this place isn't looking that bad. Actually, before we leave, we should probably have ourselves... nah. If we keep resting every hot second, then our HP is a little bit low.
Reason to pause.
Plenty of reason to pause. It's called healing. It's called healing again. Thank you. Alright, let's see if we end up going in a different direction following this trail of blood. Oh yeah, we also got... Oh right, we got that dude in another place to help somewhere. Let's try to help that dude first. Demons kind of suck. Then I can return to the place and... I don't know. A street over. Yeah, there it is. That's not a street over, that's like 3 whole blocks. So now we're just waiting for this thing to die. Oh, let's go. Oh, cultists. Just more cultists. I don't know about you. Oh my lord, that was a scorching ray. They too have learned some new tricks. Which is unfortunate for them. I feel less bad about doing stuff like this. Yep. Walking right up to them. Just like that. Yeah, collect all. Why not? I just want to save this prick. Probably another magic jackass that's all, I'm holier than thou, despite the fact that all I have is money to my name. I mean, don't get me wrong. Money is important to survive in a capitalist society, which I hate. But here we are. Is it just the one fly? Of course not. That would be too easy. No, it would be a joint spider too. giant spider, or two, rather. Come at me, bruh.
No mercy.
Or
fool.
completely ignore me. We're looking at tougher enemies. That's actually pretty good.
This spell doesn't work like that.
I mean, for one, I might actually get more experience points for these things. He hurt me for 2 damage.
Mind over muscle.
Pain. Oh, for the love of... Can he just attack? Can you please just attack? You've already... I hate sometimes. There. It exploded.
I'll go ahead.
And now we murder. Something at this house party? Don't know what we're finding at the house party, but we're finding it. Who knows? Maybe maybe one of the two Disneyans we're looking for are here. What a splendid occasion, Count, and this new Nemerian elixir is quite something. Oh look, such darling little creatures. I smell beauty. They're demons, help! Wonderful, now brace yourself for the smell of your own blood, you ghastly eyesore. Well, this is cluster again. Oh goody, Cambion Wizards, my favorite. You're gonna run. Well, that guy's dead. Are you guys stuck in there or something? You did not just try to stab a goddamn demon. Natural selection is not a noble strong suit, is it? Go to sleep. Frick. Get right up in his face. Become its main target if I can. Alright. Wait, that guy had a special portrait. Oh, no, we got another recruit coming. We got another recruit coming. Let's see if we can't skirt around the stinking cloud. Come on. Greatest thing about these massive battles like this, very little. I'd just like to take my turn. You don't have to. Okay. Can we not have just kind of hand wave the rest of the NPCs? Oh, that is a Ronka. I was right. Where's the other? There's the Dretch. I think is all that's left the demons. I think all that's left might be the demons. You got nothing. I can't lie when I say I kind of want to try to slay all the nobles. Maybe the courtesans too, just to make it so as I can actually end this combat. Ugh. Oh hey, it's finally my turn. Windowbug. Murder. Good shot. Oh, we've literally got 2 more demons. I suppose this would be the failing of, oh, you actually hit it. Congratulations. I suppose this would be the failing of turn-based mode. If I believed it was the failing of the turn-based mode. It's just that they really, 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 really love themselves. The idea of massive amounts of characters in one place. Into me. Shit. Yeah, he's actually got class levels. He's gonna be a player character, dude, companion. Based on the fact that he's nobility, I think I might hate him already. And the fact that he decided to surround himself with 20 combatants. No, I'm not sour, you're sour. Oh my god.
This spell doesn't work like that.
Nor does my patience, Errant. Nor does my patience. Did you just stun him? You stunned him! Congratulations. Now, the rest of you nobles, why don't you just leave? Please, I beg of you. I don't care how drunk you are, you do not stand a chance. Drunken master, you are not. Why did you come back in? Why do you hate me? Oh. Alright. First, we're talking with Arinka. Thank you, stranger. The young woman does not look the least bit scared. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes are glittering. For saving us from the demons and for your timely entrance. I swear I don't know who has enraged me more today, the demons or the oh-so-affable master of this house. I'm a friend of Ilk's. He asked me to find you and protect you. The young woman clasps her hands together. Ilk's is alive? And he's made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame it had to happen now when the city is under siege by the demons, and these pig-headed inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. How did you end up here? Hulrun's hounds found me in Wallflower and they tried to capture us. I distracted them, then I lost them in the streets before charming my way into this party. Even if the inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't have been allowed past the door. Hulrun holds no sway among certain members of the aristocracy, so I picked a good place to lay low. That is until the demons showed up. What can you tell me about the master of the house? About the count? Her voice drops to a whisper. I've wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. He just brings that feeling out in people. It's one of his many talents. Other than that, well, you probably already heard about the Arunde family. All I can say is that the Count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one ever stays here long, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one servant complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home, like someone is watching him, unseen eyes staring in the back of his head, even if his back is to the wall, even if he turns around. I don't know if I believe all these tales, but I'm just telling you what I've heard. Well, yeah, that's the word on the street, too. The tiefling hunches his shoulders. His mansion is the tastiest morsel in the whole city, but all the thieves are afraid to even set foot in the street. Why did you decide to break into the wardstone and cast magic on it? You put your lives at risk. Your information could have been a trap set by the demons. But it wasn't a demon trap, Aronka says forcefully. Then her voice softens and her expression turns pensive. You know, living next to the whirlwind and seeing the powerlessness of the Crusaders, it's been hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for hundreds of years now, and we have nothing to show for it. I think that Queen Galfrey and the other leaders think that we can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in a perfect columns and send them marching off with a stirring battle cry. We can just need a few more soldiers, a little more discipline, but we've been marching for 100 years, and it's always one step forward, 2 steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Hulrun are seized in power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace as the Crusaders' righteousness. We will never defeat the demons if we keep trying to march down the same path. We need to change tack. To challenge our principles, trust our hearts and our friends, and not moldering doctrines. We need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. My friends and I listened, and we trust him. We tried to change something. At least we tried, even though it didn't work out. Naive children, that's what you are. I admit, your words stirred something in my soul. I want to put you in charge of a military campaign, but I'd be proud to fight alongside you. Do you know where the third of your group is? Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He'll go out and try to help people. If he does know, well, you have no chance of finding him. He's a pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he'll risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Pose as someone, disguise himself. We have a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. She completely lost in thought for a moment. Oh, I'll tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. He'll spot it right away and know you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in Kennebr's Market Square. I gotta freaking comb the Market Square? Well, I killed Hulrun. He won't threaten you ever again. It's a shame it ended that way for him. Hopefully his successor will keep the Inquisitors in check. Can you get somewhere safe on your own? It looks like the Inquisitors aren't busting down the door just yet, and they're not hiding under the bed, so I think I'm safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I'll go to our temple, Twelks. The Inquisitors must have searched there by now. They won't go back a second time. It's kind of stupid of them. Good luck. May Desna be with you, stranger. Well, that's one person successfully spoken to. And now to speak to the house's master. I'm already not going to like you, am I?
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Darun Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Arunde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
I'm going to kill him.
Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
I don't know if you've looked outside in the past, like, I don't know, 24, 40, 50 hours/months. Kennebreth lies in ruins. Discari killed Tenebreth, the Wardstone has been captured, and you're asking me why demons gatecrashed your party.
Kennebreth in ruins? Discari? Well, 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 and I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window.
I want to kill him.
It seems as though Discari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun.
What should I know about you, Count, apart from the fact that you're highborn and apparently very rich?
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Such a sad story.
Oh, please don't be a kindred soul to him.
I had not even the slightest intention of upsetting such a lovely child.
I'm not lovely. Some people have even called me a scarecrow before.
That's patently absurd. Why, you can't possibly be a scarecrow with a crow following you around. I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
I am rolling a d20. If I roll a 5 or below, I'm killing his ass. Damn it, 17. You don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the ward stones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
I'm expecting very little gratitude from saving you.
Of course, where are my manners? There. You can also poke about the house and claim whatever takes your fancy. Though I imagine some of you already had that in mind.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
Thank you. You can go to the Defender's Heart. It's under the protection of Irbeth Teoderblade and the Eagle Watch.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal.
Oh god, he's gonna try to get into my pants, isn't he?
Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes? As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Thoughts?
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
He's handsome. Having a spellcaster in the party is always useful, too. If he's strong, he'll make a good ally. If he's weak, he will die instead of us.
He has all these friends at his party, and he still looks so lonely. We can take him with us. Maybe it will make him feel better?
Don't ask me. Having him tag along would be like going for a nighttime stroll through the back alleys with a diamond tiara on your head. Even I don't like that kind of attention.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest.
I could honestly kick you, Nino. I really could.
By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
Kicking.
He doesn't look like a whiner, and he can hold his own, so he won't be dead weight.
I hate that the talking weapon was kind of the deal breaker. Deal?
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Just don't try to get in my pants, dude. That's just creepy. Let's put away Nino for a second, if only just to look what this creepy bastard does. Oh, good. Oh, good. Another character with a freaking negative strength score. Fallen victim to the deadly demonic plot would be enough to give anyone a grim outlook on life and on the looming threat of the abyss. But the young Count Darren is a contrary soul. He sees the world as a grand playground and seems to turn a blind eye to the self-sacrifice of the Crusaders and the horrors of the war. Oh good. Feasts and frivolity, banquets and banters. Darren lives like the world is ending, and it very well might be. So he's an oracle, which is kind of what Ember is. Ember's a witch that has oracle stuff to her, whereas he's just a straight up oracle. High persuasion, pretty decent knowledge, crossbow, because of course, yet another spellcaster. Just saying. Channels positive energy. Could use the healer. He's a neutral evil oracle of life. Did not see that coming. Legit. That kind of... Alright. Selective channeling. So he's a really powerful healer. I can pretty much just go, hey, heal us, please. Extra channel for oracle. Ah, muse touched. That's the kind of he is. Oh, nice to have other resistance dudes. So what is your problem? You are forewarned of danger but cannot act to prevent it. You gain uncanny dodge as the rogue class feature, but you are staggered for the first round of combat. Oh. If I remember correctly, staggered is just you could take a action. You can move or take a standard action, if I remember correctly. Alright, what's your spell book looking like? Bane, Bless, Cure Light Wounds, Remove Sickness, Shield of Faith. Oh, you're not yet leveled up. I'll do that off camera. Ah, God. My team is very squishy. Just look at this team. He can wear armor. It's divine spellcasting. It's just that he can't wear armor. Because his strength is 7. Putting that on alone, a suit of breastplate has put him just in the middle of his medium encumbrance. We're gonna die. All the characters that have any sort of actual impact are spellcasters, so they're going to freaking die. Oh. Okay. I'm going to save, call an episode here. When we return, I will have leveled him off screen. Hopefully he doesn't die. Oh God. Like one other actual evil character in the party, and he's I just want to leave him dead. I just want to feed him to a goddamn demon. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.